bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
It would appear that the cries of residents in West Grand Bahama have not fallen on deaf ears. After calling on the Grand Bahama Humane Society last year to address the problem of stray dogs, the non-profit organization is now on a fact-finding mission to determine who let the dogs out in that area. Joan Davis-Roll explains.
They are on a fact-finding mission of a different kind. Their mandate is not only to discover who let the dogs out, but also have the dogs and cats who roam the largest settlement in the country been spayed or neutered. Groups of students, some representing local organizations, assisting the Grand Bahama Humane Society in this major survey. The youngsters canvassing the areas, knocking on doors and speaking with residents to determine the status of animals known as man's best friend. Chairperson of the Humane Society, Joseph Davo.
We have a phenomenal group of young people, boys and girls, who are GGYA members and also Rotary members, and they are here to assist the Humane Society of Grand Bahama in canvassing the whole 8 Mile Rock area to find out exactly what sort of conditions the animals live in, whether cats or dogs or even in some cases turtles. And so the aim is really to find out how many will require spay and neutering, so we could have a healthy group of animals in the area of 8 Mile Rock.
Davo says the information obtained will be put to good use as the organization forges ahead.
Very high concentration of dogs in this particular area. We're going to want to make sure that they are not multiplied or not, treated with the level of respect and regard that they should have so we have to keep it at a particular number. I am extremely proud about these young people. They are so serious about it, and so far we have had absolutely no rejection by the people in 8 Mile Rock. They have thought to approach them with honor and respect to get the information that they need, and they have been accommodated by every single house so far in this particular survey.
Davo, along with participants Wilson Moore and Ravana Bethel, say the program was a learning experience as they move to help protect the rights of animals.
We haven't seen too many animals that are mistreated, and so I am very proud of the residents of 8 Mile Rock that they are caring for the animals, but we want to make sure they may not have the funds to have animals spayed and neutered, so we will organize a program so that every single household in this area will be able to afford. In fact, it will be free, no charge to them to have their dogs and cats spayed or neutered.
It's been great to find a lot of dogs, a lot of stray dogs in the area of West End.
It was fun, exciting, knocking on people's doors, getting to know the response and about the dogs around.
Joan Davis-Roll, 7S Network News.
Staff from a local accounting firm setting aside laptops, phones, and office duties to spend time at a school in the Western District. The day of volunteer service allowed the Deloitte team to put their muscles and brains to work for the students of the Bartlett Hill Primary School. Charisma Robinson has that story.
It's all about giving back to the community, and what better way than to give students at Bartlett Hill Primary School the chance to grow their own fruits and vegetables.
We just decided to come and just give of our services, give of our time, and kind of help the school in any way possible, really. This is actually a space that they have designated as a garden. They told us that they have the garden and they kind of wanted to work on the garden area. So what we did is we brought our tools and we're here to kind of help them plow the ground, maybe plant some seeds, put down some soil, just to get the garden started.
This is what the space looks like right now, but students and teachers are hoping that within a few months it will be transformed into a beautiful fruit and vegetable garden.
We're always talking about going green, and so we want to make sure that the students know it begins with growing their own fruits and vegetables.
When there was a break, students and volunteers took to the garden with shovels and rakes and began to plow the ground. This activity gave the students the opportunity to work one-on-one with the Deloitte volunteers and for the volunteers to get to know the students better.
This is a small space, so as we get our fruits and vegetables growing and blooming, we know that we will expand in the future.
And when the work was done on the outside, volunteers also took some time to read a few books with students. Charisma Robinson, ZNS Network News.
The Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Nico Grant, continuing his mission to help young people develop through the art of music. Grant started his music industry back in 1996 and has assisted more than 20 local organizations with musical instruments. St. George's High School is the latest recipient. The veteran politician says he is excited to promote education through music.
The school with some 21 wind instruments that serve to complement, in one case, and to replace another, since I presented them musical instruments many, many years ago. And so this morning I'm pleased to be able to present them with 12 keyboards for their music lab. This lab will be similar to the one next door, Sister Mary Patricia. They have arguably the best music lab in the country. They've got some 25 keyboards, some 21 violins.
Principal Keith Barr and music teacher Shakita Stubbs are grateful for the donation.
We will definitely put these to good use. We've got a program that we're really trying to expand and develop into a fine arts program. So Mr. Grant being able to donate these to the school is just a wonderful contribution.
You have all these students that are eager to learn, and we didn't have the facilities available, and so I wrote a letter to Mr. Grant and asking him if he would be willing to donate some instruments here to the school to build up a keyboard lab as well as to assist with the band, because we were lacking in the band area as well.
It is that time of year again when the bellers are out in full force with those bright red kettles seeking donations for the Salvation Army's kettle campaign. Chances are you have seen them around. The local charity is hoping to bring in some much-needed financial support to help those in need this Christmas. While they're getting some assistance from the Grand Bahama Shipyard, Director of Technical and Planning Ed Pavey and coordinator of the Lend a Hand Give a Can drive, Theo Pelicano, says some 4-year apprentices will be collecting non-perishable items up until December 13th.
Very much involved in the community, and we just look forward to helping the community and better life here on Grand Bahama Island. We all live here, and we don't plan on leaving. The shipyard doesn't plan on leaving, and we just want to do whatever we can to help the island.
On weekends, we would go in front of the grocery stores on the island, and we would stand in front of the stores asking the passing customers to please think of us as they go inside the store and possibly pick up one item and drop it in our bin when they come out. Our goal is to collect as many items as possible and hand them over to the Salvation Army so they can give it to the people and families that are in dire need.
Captain Roger Compton says that last year over 400 families benefited from the drive, and he believes the demand is just as great this year.
I'm very grateful for the shipyard because they teamed up with us now for a few years, and this helps our food drive, especially at Christmas time. The Salvation Army has a slogan of doing the most good for the most people with the most need. Evangeline Booth said that many years ago. When people team up and help us like the shipyard, then it relieves some of the burden that we have to try to raise ourselves. Last year we spent $16,000 on Christmas alone and another $40,000 throughout the year trying to feed the people of Grand Bahama.
I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Kanye's, you got me. Freeway and Foxy, YG's, Pierre Marie, PD, watch me. Bleak could be one hit away his whole career. As long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.